Why hello, welcome to my channel, welcome back. I am Alice. As you can tell, it's a different background today. We are doing a makeup tutorial to this updated everyday makeup look I am wearing right now. Yes, I thought I'd bring my channel back to its roots and do a makeup tutorial. I haven't done one in a very long time, I realised. And so I thought I wanted to bring back the makeup tutorials again for this channel, and I wanted to update you guys on my everyday makeup look. I have definitely picked up a few more tricks and tips over the past year, and I want to share them with you all. If you do want to see how I created this look here on my face, please keep watching. So, starting with a bare face, I am going to put some primer on because, as Nikki Tutorials would say, to not prime is a crime. I think that's what she says. And the primer I'm going to be using today is the Natural Radiance Base Lumirère by M.A.C. And yes, I'm still on my freebies. They are going strong. I do enjoy free stuff. So I just take a little bit on my hand, right, that much. That's actually quite a lot. And then I just dot it around my face and I rub it in. Now it's been all rubbed in, and I like to sit around for a bit and just let it really soak into my skin. I don't go straight into the next step like the foundation or the concealer or whatever you want to do. And so yeah, let's have a chat while I'm waiting. How are you guys? How's life? I actually had to refilm this tutorial because I was going over the footage and I was like, this is so bad, because I haven't filmed a makeup tutorial in a long time. Let me just try and check when was the last time I filmed one. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, 10 months ago. 10 months ago? No way. What? That was my last proper sit down makeup tutorial. That's crazy. Gosh. Okay, I feel like this primer has set in my skin a good bit now. And so, the next portion is foundation portion. The next step is foundation, and the foundation I am going to use is the Fenty Beauty Foundation Pro Filter Soft Matte, okay, blah, 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 blah. I've recently picked up this one, and I've been enjoying it. I've been really liking it because I don't know if you remember me using a lot of MAC liquid foundation. I really enjoyed it as a full coverage foundation. I wear it for stage makeup as well. I remember I was on the set and I was talking to the makeup artist, and she was talking about how you can be allergic to some brands and how some foundations use specific ingredients that can make people come out like a lot of spots and everything. And it just sort of dawned to me that every time I used that MAC foundation, I would always, after every performance, after every time I wore it, come up in spots. And I was just thinking, oh, it's because it's full coverage and I was sweating, being on stage, and so that's why all these spots were forming. And then it just hit me. I was like, hang on a second. I think I may be allergic to the foundation. And so once that realization set in, I was like, okay, I need to find a new foundation. And this is the one I picked up, the Fenty Beauty one, because I use the Matchsticks a lot, as you know from all my other tutorials. I'm gonna pull them out in this one as well. You'll see them later on. I know I don't come out in spots when I use them, so the Fenty formula, my skin's not allergic to, so I'm like, I might as well try out the foundation and see how that goes. And so I've been using this, I've been really enjoying it, and so I'm gonna use it now. What I do is I put it on my little Cilla sponge, just one little pump, that's all I use, and I like to focus it on just the red areas and blemishes. For my everyday, I don't want to put loads of foundation on anymore. I used to just whack it on and then have a really nice clean base, and I realised, you know, why cover up skin that there's no blemishes on? Because this cheek, you know, it's not too bad. Not many blemishes, not many redness. This cheek, obviously I have this blemish, and I'm just pointing out all my blemishes, really. I have all these blemishes here, and so that's where I like to focus the product on, where the redness and blemishes are. I always believe that the more you put on, the more it's going to move around throughout the day, and the more times you're gonna have to reapply anything. And so that's my thought process there of applying foundation. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm gonna just focus it on the centers and where the blemishes are, and then just blend outwards with a brush. So I'm just gonna dot this round and just try and evenly spread it out. And I always like to use a Cilla sponge because it doesn't pick up any product, and I can evenly distribute it. No, oh my gosh, you know what I mean. What am I saying? Normally I don't try and get it on my lips either. Distribute. No, it's gone. I'm you know exactly what you're trying to say, but the word isn't coming out. Distribute. Okay, anyway. Got this lovely blending brush here, and I just like to do circular motions and blend it out. Now it's nicely blended out. So actually I think I put a bit too much on. Never mind. Right, the next step for me, so I've disappeared, hello, I'm back. The next step for me is to put on some concealer and just spot conceal the blemishes, so definitely here. And the way I like to spot conceal is I just focus it on the area that needs concealing, and then I like to let it sit and wait. I feel it definitely thickens up, especially when you use a liquid concealer, and then when you blend it out, you won't blend it away, you'll blend it into the skin. And I definitely try and blend out the edges and just blend it through. If I just blend all of it where the concealer is, I'll just blend it away. And so that's not what I want to do. I want to blend it into my skin and cover up the spot. I told you these would be back. I am going to use my Fenty Trio Matchsticks and use the contour section. I'm going to look a bit weird with this. Bear with me, it'll be blended out. And so the way I like to do my contour now is I literally just put a tiny bit. And I actually like to put the contour not underneath the cheekbone, but actually on my cheekbone, or where I'll normally put my blush. That's where I like to put the contour on, because I think I saw it like on a TikTok or somewhere where they said if you want a more lifted appearance, you know, just move your contour, blush and highlighter just up a step on your cheek, and then it will just give you that lifted appearance. And so I've been doing that recently, and I definitely feel more snatched and ready, and so that's what I like to do now. And I literally just put a little dash instead of, I used to really just draw a thick line here, but now I just like to do a little dash on my cheek here, and then I just blend it upwards, and I try not to go below that line, but I do blend out the line a bit more so it's not so harsh. And then I like to take the temple area and just do like a smudge. A smudge, I love the technical terms I use now. A smudge on my temple, and so I'll just do it the other side as well, on my cheekbone. Just a little dash, and then a smudge on my temple area. And then I take my contour brush and then I just blend it up and out. And I do really light feathery strokes as well. Since I focus it more on my temple, the product, I just bring it down a bit more, and then I blend it up into the hairline as well. And then whatever excess product is, I just run it underneath my jawline. Okay, and now I feel this spot conceal is good to blend out, so I just take the same Cilla sponge and just carefully tap it out. Nice. So that's the contour blended in, and then I take Drippin', and it's a really lovely shimmery peach shade. I like to use this as my blush, and then I literally just sit it on where I normally put my highlighter, and I also like to blend it into my contour as well. And so I actually use my contour brush as my blush brush as well, because I like to just blend the two together, and so it creates a really nice, I don't know, natural blended finish. And if I want a bit more colour to my cheek, I'll just add another blush. And so I'm going to take the City Colour Duo Blusher, and then take this nice, I don't know, is this more coral shade? And I just carefully tap my brush in, and then just blend it out even more. And it just gives me a bit more colour to my cheeks. So now I'm going to take a highlighter. It's actually MAC. Soft and Gentle it's called. This lovely shimmery champagne colour. And then just highlight where I normally highlight. Blending. Yeah, so this is my base complete. Let's move on to the eyes and eyebrows. So let me zoom in. Hello. The eyebrows. I literally use the same technique as I did before, where I go into the powder first and just follow my natural shape. And I just do light feathery strokes. I like to do more of an ombre brow, or like a natural ombre brow, I want to say. And so this section, definitely a lighter brush strokes, so I don't really pack in the product. But when I move to the center and the outer tail of my brow, it'll be much more product, and it'll be darker as well. And then I take the wax portion of the palette, dip it in my brush, and then I focus it on the tail area of my brow. Oh, bloody hell! I just dropped my whole palette, it's alright. I'm going to take this MAC brow pen in Spite. What I like to do actually is draw individual hairs. Just a few individual hairs, especially around the front section of my brow. Just make the brow look a bit more natural, and then I like to just darken up the tip a bit more. This is where it normally goes wrong. I do one brow really good, and then the other is just like a whole fail. So what I like to do when well, you'll see me trying to quickly fix my brows, in the sense that if I do a really thick line back, so accident, I just quickly rub it away with a finger. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. The brows are done. Right, onto the eyes. It's really simple. I say that, but it's simple for me. It's actually really simple. So, what I like to take is just literally one product, and it is the Pro Longwear Fulidline in this lovely, beautiful coppery shade. I don't know, I think it's like a paste, I guess I would call it. I feel like I just slap it on my eyes and then call it a day, and it just enhances my everyday look a bit more. And I actually don't put any primer on because since it's like a long wear, I find that it's a primer in itself as well because it has that waxy feel, you know, a more denser feel than just eyeshadow. I take this small brush here and then I just dab just a little bit of product onto the brush, and then what I like to do is a light wash all over the lid to start with. And I always like to start the product on the first half of my eye before I blend it out, just in case this dense part here doesn't blend out as well. It'll look better here because I'm going to put more product around this area eventually. If I put it right up here, I won't have anything to blend out, so that's why I like to start off near the edge of my eye and then blend it up and out. And I just do small feathery strokes as well until it's all nicely blended out, until it's all one lovely wash of the colour. To my other eye now. Do a sort of wind wipe motion sometimes. I just lightly feather it out, especially when I get closer to my brow, and so I just want to have a nice blend into the skin. Okay, that's nice. Look at that. Sometimes I like to leave it here at this step, but we're just going to enhance it a bit more in the sense that I'm going to go back in with the same brush, but now I'm going to focus the product on the outer half of my eye and sort of try and angle it and follow my eye shape, just to enhance the look a bit more and just to create more depth, I guess, and dimensions to the eye, but still keeping it simple. And I just like to focus it on the outer half of my eyelid. And I sort of like to do a patting motion instead of like a wiping, just to really build up the product here on this side. Okay, happy with the top half of my eye. I am now gonna take the same, literally, I tell you, same product all the time. Use a smaller, denser brush. And I sort of like to do, you know, where it's like a reverse wing, in the sense that I run it along the lower lash line, follow the natural shape of my eye, and I wing it out using the same brown. And it just connects the whole look together. And I roughly blend it out to half of my eye. And then I'm gonna just bring up the product. And don't worry, we are going to enhance the wing more, but that's just like the baseline of the wing. And then I'm going to take my matte waterproof liquid liner, and I'm going to line a wing on top of where I put that wing as well. And if you want to know how I do my wing technique, I have a whole video. It's one of my first videos actually. I think it's like my second or third, I think. And I still use the same steps that I explained in that video, so if you want to see it, please check it out. I used to do much bigger wings, but now I just like to do a little small wing. I'm gonna take some mascara. I normally actually forget this step, but it is in my routine. You know what I forgot to do? One of my new steps is I do like to contour my nose a bit now, but just the top half where the bridge is. So I'm gonna take this contour shade, medium tan from MAC, and take it on this round, bigger brush, pack it on. I sort of follow where my eye sockets are. That's where I'm following. I'm following where my eye socket is. I obviously don't have much of a bridge on my nose, but this sort of, you know, contour is all about creating shadows. You know, you can really reconstruct your face with contour, I find, and so this is just a little enhancer. Contour is done. I'm gonna do my lips now, and what I like to do, I never used to like wearing lip liner at all, but recently I found this new, not new technique, but this new thing where I use the lip liner and a lipstick, but it's a bit lighter than the lip liner, and I like to put them together and create the lip look. And I just line my lips with it, put the lipstick on, and then I just reapply where I feel that the lipstick's accidentally covered up a bit more. Take this lipstick and then go over it again. Makeup is done. So yes, this is the finished everyday makeup look. It's definitely enhanced a bit more, but this is what I like doing now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial as well. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and do let me know your thoughts about makeup tutorials if you want to see a few more of them. And please subscribe to the channel if you want to, and I'll see you next time.